weird things people do nowadays. Like guys want new girls every single time. And unfortunately, right, at 30 years old, you can't compete with a 21-year-old. I'm sorry. You know, you can go to the gym and you can push the clock back a bit. You can. Absolutely. You've done a good job of it. But you're never going to be able to compete with younger women. That's just the truth. I mean, I think a lot of women can't come to terms with this because we lie to women. Brandon's like, God damn, this is sorry, brutal. Man. No, I'm just saying, bro. Like, here's the thing. Like, we tell women, like, no one cares when women say, I want a more experienced guy, makes more money, taller, dreamy, confident, ambitious.
I don't give a shit about being taller now. He's literally like two inches taller than me. Like,
you don't give a shit about taller?
If you're 6 foot or not, I've never dated a guy that's 6 foot.
Never. So height has never been in a factor for you.
I mean, if he's shorter than me, I'll be honest. Yes,
so it is a factor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It still is a factor.
Yes. But you guys are always going for the 6 foot, like.
You guys.
Yeah. I mean, in general, women overwhelmingly want guys that are 6 feet. But what I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to say is that
they like 6'2".
Female standards, female standards are never questioned. But when I tell women the cold hard truth about what men want, younger, firmer, tighter, fertile, not a hoe. Mm-hmm. Oh God, that's misogynistic.
I never said that.
Not you. But like when I said this, when I say these things in general, like women get very uncomfortable when I talk about men prefer youth and beauty. You're right, especially like older women or whatever it may be. And you're not older, you're 30, but you know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Did you used to interrogate people back in the day?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Those are probing, leading questions. You just made whatever good she said about her relationship, you twisted it from white to black.
Right,
it's okay.
I mean,
who are you? Get out of here.
Who hurt you?
I'm watching it.
Who hurt you? I need to know your story.
You're jaded.
Here's the thing. All I simply did was ask her a question and let her answer, and that's it. But the thing is I left the question somewhat open-ended so that she wouldn't rant on, because when I've come to realize from doing this show for a period of time, when you give women fairly open-ended questions, they ramble on about shit that don't matter. So we got to keep it concise on what the topic is.
Misogyny.
So you might look at it as probing. I look at it as getting a direct answer. You have to ask women typically yes or no questions.
Direct. You kind of like made her answer that way because her tone changed over time.
Because she was uncomfortable with the truth.
Because you're leading the conversation as the host, and you just made her answer in a certain way. She got.
Can I put a gun to her head and tell her you think your guy's gonna be monogamous to you? I mean, I just asked general questions and then she answered it and then I responded.
Look, I'm sure everyone cheats eventually in a relationship. Like, I have no doubt about that.
You shook your head real enthusiastic.
But right now, like I'm in a very happy fucking relationship. Please don't ruin it for me.
Okay, well,
Please don't ruin it. No, and it's not like I need to be delusional. I don't want to be there. I'm just like in a good place right now with myself, with what I'm doing with my career. And I'm not having issues, and I don't want to and it's not like I'm saying, oh, you're going to ruin my relationship. But he's been honest with me. And I'm sure if he sleeps with a woman, he'll be honest.
Am I probing her now?
No, but I'm just
now
saying.
You slowed down.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Anyways, we're done.
Here's the thing. I'm just getting the truth out. I'm just asking thought-provoking questions that have her answer in a certain way based on like, hey, yes, no, etc. So, hey, man.
But in reality, she can't give you the correct answer. Because now she is in the moment and environment of the good relationship she has. So when you're asking her these questions, she can't answer to you that quickly. She got to sit and think about it for hours. What if he cheats? What I'm going to do? Because she loves him. They're good. So these questions can't be answered correctly when they're quick.
Because what it requires thinking that it can't is the issue that it requires thinking. Is that what is the problem is?
No, not thinking, like putting yourself in a situation. I don't think she can even close her eyes right now and picture like, oh, we're gonna break up tomorrow.
Because I'm probably connecting dots.
He's predicting the future for me, which, you know what?
I'm connecting. Yeah, I mean.
But don't tell me that, oh, I need to stay in my relationship because I can have it. Like, this is as bad as it gets or whatever. Like,
I'm just telling you the most practical, that's the most practical advice I can give in your situation, because I know guys that are high earners are typically not monogamous. Mm-hmm. So, and the unfortunate reality, I'm just going off of probability statistics. There's not enough of these guys to go around.
I just feel like the comment of saying you should stay with him because you're gonna find other guys that are gonna do worse. Like, that's not the right. That's not the right thing.
Okay, tell me what I should say. What do you think the advice should be then? Let's say you do find some
come on.
picture titties in
I'm
his
just
phone.
saying, no.
What do you think the best thing to do is?
Just be by yourself for a bit until you figure it out, and then you go find another cheater. But just like for the moment, don't be like, oh, you should stay in that relationship.
Okay, so sacrifice those years wasted. That relationship.
Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm getting saggier.
Exactly.
My skin's getting worse.
Yeah.
You're right. But I'm only 30, so I feel like I have 5 more years good for me.
25, yeah, 5 more years.
35, right?
No,
he said at 25.
Yeah, 5 more years.
Oh, come on. You guys suck.
Here's the thing, man.
I was living in LA and already 25, they told me I was expired.
I mean
it's a competitive market.
That's why you have to leave LA. You have to leave LA.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I really don't care. So
and this is where we kind of get into. This is one of the things that like kind of sucks for women is that like, you know, your youth and your beauty determine your value to the general populace. Does that mean that, you know, you can't go to school and be educated? You absolutely can. But I think actually, and I was literally thinking about this really hard yesterday, the other day, pause. I've come to realize that no matter how intelligent a woman is, no matter her accolades, her accomplishments, etc., she will always be boiled down to how does she look to a degree. And the thing that sucks is, let's say that she is super accomplished and smart and went to school and all this other stuff. She's always going to be boiled down to what she looks like, and people aren't going to take her seriously. However, let's say she's accomplished, but she's ugly. No one cares.
Yeah.
It sucks. You know what I mean? That women aren't really valued to a degree for what they, I guess, for their accomplishments. They're valued on their beauty. So all I'm saying when I tell women things is understand the reality. Yo, as you get older, your value goes down. Why not consolidate on the best guy you can while the chips are still up? The problem is that girls want to, bet against the casino, and guess what? The house always wins, and the house is father time.